Have you ever been in a situation where you need to pass or break a very sad information to somebody? Like you receive the bad news and you need to break it to somebody, but you are scared of breaking that news. That was me on Saturday. Okay, so before that news came in, I and my mom were discussing that evening. We were discussing about one of my aunts. She said that we should put her in prayer, so that she just received the news that my aunt was sick and she was rushed to the hospital, and the hospital were requesting for a huge amount of money. Well, I said, now wow. So later on, she also told me that she had spoken to that same aunt a day before. That was on Friday, and then my aunt was in her shop, that she could hear noises of customers talking and all that. So she and my aunt talked very well. Oh, then my aunt got busy and she's promised to call her back. Then only for her to get that news that Saturday. Not too long after my mom discussed this thing with me, I came across a message on WhatsApp. One of my cousins was also saying we should put that my aunt in prayer and all that. A few minutes after I read that message, another of my cousin just put this crying emoji. I quickly went into his DM. I chatted, bro, waiting the happen, waiting the sub. He said that my aunt don't die. She's dead. I say, what are you talking about? Beg, stop playing. What's that? What's this whole quick succession of things? He said that she's dead, though. That she's dead. That I should please find a way to tell my mom. I said, I don't know how to tell my mom this thing. No, I don't know how to go use tell her. Say person wey she and him talk yesterday. Don't buy. I don't know how to go use them. I was so scared. I was not looking at my mom. My mom was watching one African magic movie. I was just looking at her. She not how I look at waiting. I said, no, nothing. And I asked her, Mommy, I'm taking your BP drugs. She said yes. I said okay. I was watching the movie. A few minutes later, and I said, me and this my bro were chatting. He said, how is he? I said, he's fine. He just told me that this my auntie don't buy you. Mom just looked at me. I quickly stood up and went to sit in front of her. I told her to look at that she should look at me. She should blink and look at me. My mom is very fair. My mommy turned red. I told her to look at me. She would keep looking at me. I was giving her words of encouragement. I didn't want to tell her this news, but because I want to have a control over this situation, I want to control it myself. That is why I told her. I wanted to wait till the next morning, but I knew that my uncles or my aunts will call or my cousins will call my mom to tell her that same evening. So, but I wanted to take control of that situation first before she goes to bed. So I kept on encouraging her, talking to her, and told her to stay at, keep looking at her. I never do that kind of thing before. I was scared, though, let me not lie. And I kept on talking to her, like tapping her, and told her because she was really close to this my aunt. So I kept tapping her, say, talk, look at me, talk to me. Are you okay? I kept on tapping her to tell her to look at me, giving her words of encouragement. Mommy started crying. Felt so sad. For me, I started crying. Then, thank God I did that to calm the whole situation, because later on, when she went to bed, when she went into her room to sleep, brother called her. Her brother called her and told her the same thing. Her sister also called her. They had the same, and she said that she had already told her what happened. Now, this my aunt was my uncle's wife. My uncle is also late, so you see, my cousins are now left without parents. It's so sad. I've called some of my cousins and I've talked to them. This is so sad, though. This is so sad, but I pray that her gentle soul rests in perfect peace. So that's what happened to us over the weekend. It's well. It's well. It is well. All right, fam. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.